Chelsea Local.
Get it.
Well, y'all got to work on the full road.
We're gonna call agenda meeting to order. First off, we're gonna have remarks from the library director, Mr. Mike Staton. How am I saying it?
One of those three is Staten.
Staton.
No,
All right.
that's it right. Thank you, though. I appreciate y'all's time. Appreciate Ms. Corey as our ex officio member coming to all of our meetings. I just wanted to come and give you guys an update at Mr. Ben's request on the roof situation. I know I can't go anywhere in town with somebody asking me what the heck is going on with our roof in Jennings. So they started putting the roof on this morning, I can report. There's been a lot of delays. A lot of it had to do with the architect that was originally doing the project retired in the middle of it for medical reasons. He started having some dementia issues, and so there was some things lost in between the two architects taking over, and then the load of metal got crushed on its way from Dallas, and there's just been a comedy of errors with this whole thing, but it is on its way. Like I say, they started this morning actually putting the metal on the roof, so we are confident that it's going to be done in the next couple of days. We are currently at around 80,000 after the few change orders. A building that old, it was built in 1914. You never really know what you're going to find once you start peeling layers away. So there was several change orders for rot and decades old termite damage that was in there that we had to repair that we didn't anticipate. Most of the dormers on the building had to be rebuilt. But again, we didn't know any of that. We kind of expected it, but you don't really know until you actually start taking stuff off. So that's been a project. The little bit of hair I have left, that's been taking most of it. So I appreciate y'all's patience. It's one of those deals, you know, contractors, you got to stay on top of them, make sure they're doing what they need to be doing. So, but it leads into my next topic, which is that our summer reading program started today, actually. I just left the Strand Theater. We had 489 people in the Strand Theater for Harvey Rabbit. And we had 177 in Lake Arthur this morning for Harvey Rabbit. So he'll be in Welsh tomorrow and Elton as well. So if you haven't seen him, come out and see. Just to brag on our library system, we have 23 employees. Last year we had over 800 programs in the parish and over 14,000 people attended those programs. So our parish library tries to be fiscally responsible and be somebody that doesn't give y'all any headache. That's what I was telling Mr. Ben. You know, as long as we don't give y'all any problems, you know, we really try to be good stewards of the people's money and make sure that everything's being taken care of. So I just wanted to come and if anybody had any questions or anything, I know there was some questions about how long it was taking with the roof and stuff, so I just kind of wanted to answer some of that. Does anybody have any questions they would?
No, that's impressive, the amount of people you got for the rabbit. 479?
489.
89.
In the Strand. There were kids on the floor, there were kids in the balcony, it was chaos. But a good chaos, right? So, you know, I think with a lot of things around town, people are looking for free stuff to do with their kids, and we want to be that place for them to come and be a safe place for them. Sir? Yes, sir. Like I say, I have a really good crew of people. For 23 people, we really do try to do a lot. So, and we always appreciate your support. I was telling Mr. Ben, whenever y'all get the animal shelter up and running and get that situation going, the library, we'd be happy to do dog adoption days and any kind of way that we can support y'all, public information. I know y'all are having the road survey stuff. If y'all have public meetings, we have that new building in Welsh. We have any kind of way that we can support the jury, just reach out. Don't hesitate to let us know. You know, we are a division of y'all, and we want to be as helpful as we possibly can.
Well, we definitely appreciate it. And y'all even got one upcoming on Whooping Cranes too?
Whooping Cranes, yes, next week.
That'll be
Yeah, the
interesting.
Whooping Cranes people are coming. We have a Slam Crew coming, which is like a kind of Globetrotters light. It's like basketball stunts. We got snakes. We got petting zoo. Sir? No, it's the people that, I don't know if y'all are aware, there's 4 pairs of Whooping Cranes in the parish that have just had chicks and they've been following. It's the people that take care of them are coming to do a program on them. It's a really excellent program. They're very passionate about, you know, it's a bird that almost went extinct that we've managed to get back into the ecosystem. So it's a good program, and but you know, like I say, you can't go wrong with animals. Kids love any kind of animals, even snakes, which I'm not a fan of, but we have snakes coming to Jennings. So, and like I say, we have a petting zoo, we have all this great stuff coming, and we just always want to get the word out. I know Ms. Doris always helps us, and so does the Jeff Davis, the Jennings American Press, combining them all together. But we appreciate all the support from the local media and everybody else. So it's like I say, I feel like people always want to say there's nothing for the kids to do. There is things for the kids to do. You just got to come out and find it. So the more that we can, get the word out, the better for everybody. So y'all all have a copy of the calendar for all the branches in the bookmobile. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, appreciate it. All right, next we'll have a presentation by Southwest Louisiana Economic Development CEO Scott Walker. How you doing?
Good. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm here on behalf of the Calcasieu Parish Trust, which is launching a regional housing study. But let me back up just a minute. Last year, as I took over for George Swift, who retired from our organization, we had launched into a strategic plan to create a new strategic plan for the entire region, the 5 parishes, Beauregard, Allen, Jeff Davis, Calcasieu, and Cameron parishes. We're all bundled up together in a regional economic development district for the state in southwest Louisiana. And so in that process, we had over 800 people from the region. There were sessions that were conducted here, there were sessions that were conducted all over the region, determined kind of what are their challenges and where are we going as a region. And I have just our little handouts, if we want to just distribute those, that are just talk about that planning process. The overarching goal that was launched was to grow this region by 100,000 people by 2036. We have a population of about 300,000 right now in the region, and the goal is to grow our region by 100,000 people, and we identified really 6 priority areas to work on. One of those is quality of life. Housing is a key component and came up again and again as part of this process we were going through, that we need to work on our housing stock. We need to address what happens when hurricanes come through. We have properties that need to be addressed still from hurricanes. We need to think about resiliency, and we need to think about housing for our workforce as well. So workforce housing and other things. And so it came up again and again, and as part of the process with employers, saying that their people they're hiring are challenged to get housing. And so through that process, we were made aware that the Calcasieu Parish Trust, which deals with housing in Calcasieu Parish, was launching a housing study, and they were going to do it in partnership with Lake Charles. So our organization got involved and recommended that we do it as a full regional housing study. Our workforce is shared across the region. We have people who cross borders, live in one parish and work in another, and that really any housing study needs to kind of contemplate what the labor shed looks like. And so we recommended that we do it for the region. The Parish Trust decided to go with us, and so we launched the steering committee. We have representatives from throughout the region who serve on it, and so part of that then came out with an ask for funding to help pay for the housing study, and that's what I'm here to ask for today. So what we'll get out of the housing study is a detailed assessment of housing needs and market demand. Community engagement and local stakeholder input is a key part of it. The consultants will come to Jeff Davis and they'll spend time in each of our cities and talk to people engaged in housing, builders, realtors, you all, your planning departments, engineering, and talk about what is it that's happening with housing and where does it need to go. They'll come up with actionable recommendation tailored to each parish and tailored to each city. And it'll be a resource for attracting developers and housing investment. In my experience and other places where I've lived, where we've done this is a great tool to attract developers to actually take the risk and put developments in the ground. And then it's information to support future grant and funding opportunities as well. and the consulting firm will do ongoing updates to keep the data current. And so the ask, what we did is we divided up that 300,000 population by each parish. There's a certain number of people in each, and took what we anticipated was the total bill and created a per capita rate. And so obviously Calcasieu Parish is on the hook for the largest portion of that. But for Jeff Davis, the ask was, could we find sources of funds to pay for around $7,700? And so right now, Pattern Energy has come to the table. I should say Cheryl Manuel, a realtor from Lake Arthur, has been serving on the steering committee, and she asked Pattern Energy, they're coming to the table with $2,500. Mayor Jennings, Mayor Gwynn of Jennings has come to the table with $2,500 as well, and so the ask here would be $2,500 for the parish to help support this regional effort. The other funders is the Calcasieu Parish Trust has $50,000 into it. We've asked Sempra, which is a pipeline and LNG company, Cameron LNG, for $10,000. Cameron Parish is putting in $1,300. Allen Parish, $5,400. The City of DeRidder, $2,300. Beauregard Parish, $6,300. Woodside LNG plant, that's the new Louisiana LNG plant, $10,000. The Port of Lake Charles is putting $5,000 in. And Calcasieu Police Jury is putting $14,000 in. So we have a total of $109,000. The total bill with everything that we're anticipating is going to be probably around $115,000 to $120,000. So your $2,500 would go to help us close that gap.
Anybody got any questions for him? Okay, it's nothing we can do tonight, but we can present it to finance, and then they can talk about it, and then present it to the local meeting if it goes that way. So, Ms. Corey, if you could do that for us. All right, well, we appreciate your time. I don't have, if nobody has any questions.
I appreciate your consideration of it, and I'll keep in touch with Ben.
All right, thank you so much for coming, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to make my drive back.
All right. All right, and I have one individual that wants to speak tonight about something that we're going to be voting on next week, Mr. Don Trahan. And he'll state your name and address and give you 5 minutes.
My name's Don Trahan. I live here in Jennings, 15351 Highway 26. I wanted to speak about some property I'm wanting to sell, a subdivision off of Hughes Road, and the footage along that road. I know y'all, last meeting, y'all discussed some of this stuff. And my surveyor, Todd Landry, was here. And I know they're trying to shoot for 60 foot of footage along the road. And part of my property, the way we have it surveyed, is it's 20 feet going around to 3.5 acres in a hay field. And I don't plan on using it to sell it for homesteads or anything like that. I'm going to sell that piece of property as farmland. That's my plan. So I wanted to know if I could get a deviance or whatever for that 20 foot of frontage for that 3.5 acres. I don't have my maps or anything with me right now.
Okay, being how we would have to,
Does it have electricity to run to it?
No. There's nothing. It's a hay field.
About 20 foot,
for him to get a
it
variance,
says 10 foot.
20 foot.
Well,
There's
there's,
an easement to that 3.5 acres.
I know we got 18.
yeah, and I don't want to intrude on next week's discussion. Just so y'all know, this is basically the third time the same property is being divided. So there was the Horace Stronghold subdivision 1 that was approved by the police jury, Horace Stronghold subdivision 2 that was approved by the police jury, and this is the proposed Don Stronghold. So we're way over the 5 lots for a minor subdivision at this point, cumulatively total. And so that was another item that we kind of like recently found out about. So there might be multiple things to discuss concerning this plat, but I whatever Lance says to get a variance for the 20 foot. So the one of the previous approvals, that 20-foot was 60-foot
Okay, both
in one of the previous subdivision approvals.
Okay.
So now it's being, subdivided again. So now it's 20, so.
That's in the same,
Yeah, and if you have, I think, all three plats,
that's this one right here, right?
yeah.
Behind item number 18 in the binder.
18, thank you,
Yes, sir.
Cody. It was originally divided into 5 lots, and then the Horace Trawl subdivision looked like it divided lot 4 into lots 4A, 4C, 4B, and then this looked like it's dividing up some more lots again. But in the previous approved that the 20-foot in question was 59.50 feet, which is practically 60 feet. So,
The reason why the second one was, we sold the house that all four of, me and my 3 sisters owned the house. It was my mom and dad's property. It is divided up and we sold the house in 1 acre. 4 of us owned that. And one of my sisters originally owned around the house. To sell the house, she decided to subdivide her lot, I think it's 4, to sell a piece in front of the house and behind the house, so they could sell the whole corner, 2 acres in the house. That's why that was divided up that way, for that piece.
Okay, you got anything else?
That's it, just a variance for that 20 feet is what I'm shooting for.
All right, well, we can discuss it and we'll vote on it next week.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Ganell's remarks are going to be next week. Item for the meeting to be held next Wednesday on June 10th, 2026. We'll call the meeting to order. Number 1 will be a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes held on May 13th, 2026, as written and submitted. We will have, number 2, Finance Committee meeting and motion to pay bills. Number 3, Ordinance Committee meeting report. Number 4, motion to renew the yearly CEA with the sheriff for the operation of the jail facility and establish the total reimbursement amount of $1,271,025 per year effective July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2027. Number 5, motion to extend the corporate endeavor agreement, the CEA with the sheriff for an additional 1-year term effective July 1st, 2027 through June 30th, 28, with a total reimbursement of $1,334,576 per year. Number 6 is a motion to review and approve the Southwest Louisiana Crime Laboratory budget for the 26-27 fiscal year. Number 7, motion to receive nominations and appoint board members to the Marsh Bayou Gravity Drainage for a term to expire June 30th, 2027. This position is currently held by Herbert Pettifield, and to revoke any prior appointments in conflict herewith. As a note, Mr. Pettifield has been contacted, and he would like to be reappointed to this board. Number 8, motion to receive nominations and appoint a board member to the Marsh Bayou Gravity Drainage for a term to expire June 30th, 2028, currently held by Aaron Reeves, and to revoke any prior appointments in conflict herewith. As a note, Mr. Aaron Reeves has been contacted and would like to be reappointed to this board also. Number 9, motion to receive nominations and appoint a board member to the Marsh Bayou Gravity Drainage Board for appointment for a term to expire June 30th, 2029. Currently is held by Andy Sanchez, and to revoke any prior appointments in conflict herewith. Also, as a note, Andy Sanchez has been contacted, and he would like to be reappointed to this board. Number 10, motion to receive nominations and appoint a board member to the Marsh Bayou Gravity Drainage for board appointment for a term to expire June 30, 2029. Currently, this position is held by Greg Sanders, and to revoke any prior appointments in conflict herewith. As a note, Greg Sanders also has been contacted and would like to be reappointed to the board. All right, going to the second page, item number 11. It's going to be a motion to accept the lowest responsible and responsive bid submitted by RC Paving Incorporated in the amount of $2,980,240 for 2026 Jeff Davis Parish Police Bureau Overlay Project number 2025009, and to authorize the parish administrator to execute all necessary contract documents. Number 12, a motion to enter into a corporate endeavor agreement with E&P Consulting Services, LLC, to provide services related to the sale of adjudicated property and tax lien certificates, with all fees for services rendered by E&P to be paid by the purchaser or the successful bidder. Number 13, motion to discuss and take action on the alcohol permit request for Star Max Business 5, LLC truck stop, located at 18889 South Frontage Road, Iowa, Louisiana, 70647. That's actually the Iowa address, but it's a Lacassine. I'm sure y'all know that, the truck stop. Okay. Number 14, motion to approve the use of the William E. Broussard Event Center on Friday, July 31st for the back-to-school event held by Jeff Davis, District Attorney Lauren Heinen, where donated school supplies are distributed to school kids of Jeff Davis Parish. Number 15, motion to accept the lowest responsible and responsive bid submitted by Empire Dirt Work for the amount of $853,067. Is that 170? What is that?
18 cents.
And 18 cents, all right. For the Topsy CDBG Street Improvement Project, number 2025004, and authorize the parish president to execute all necessary contract documents. Number 16, motion to consider alternative 1, 2, and 3, alternates, 1, 2, and 3, submitted by Empire Dirt for the Topsy CDBG Grant Street Improvement Project, number 2025004, and to authorize the parish president to execute all necessary contract documents. Alternate number 1 is $257,504.70. Asphalt purchased by the police bureau. This will give us the estimated savings of $37,000. Alternate 2 is $19,851.29, and that's to install erosion protection at Briar Marsh Tank Car Culvert. And number C, alternate number 3, $20,997.60 to replace 5 driveway culverts on North Lane. Number 17, motion to approve Blue Wing Civil to prepare and execute a change order for the Topsy Street Improvement Project, number 2025004, to add Ayub Road. Am I saying it right? All right, I did good. To fully utilize the CDBG grant, the estimated contribution by the police bureau above the original project estimate is approximately $60,000 to $100,000, and it will be funded from the road sales tax district number 1. Number 18, motion to discuss the Don Trohan subdivision on Elias Road at the municipal address of 15351 Highway 26, Jennings, Louisiana, 70546. Number 19, motion to discuss the Dakota family subdivision on Bork Road at the municipal address of 19095 Bork Road, Iowa, Louisiana, 70647. Motion to authorize the advertisement for bids in connection with the semi-annual supply purchases, and we need to do that tonight because of publication timeline, so I need someone to make a motion. Mr. Buller, second by Mr. Fruget. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? So that'll pass. Thank you. Number 21, a motion to designate the Jennings Daily News as the official journal of the Jefferson Davis Parish Police Bureau for the publication of official proceedings, ordinances, resolutions, notices, and other matters required by law. All right, we will also have a project report, with consultants, administrator's report, the president's report, and as a note, Jerry Tennyson requests his replacement to the Industrial Development Board. And it doesn't say it, but on Monday we have the Finance Committee meeting, correct?
Correct.
All right, so we'll have that at the usual time. Also, just as a reminder, on this Thursday, we're having a meeting at the William E. Broussard Event Center. And that's gonna be at 6 o'clock for the carbon injection. So,
And y'all try to get some people to come.
okay? So-
Mr. President, jail committee next Wednesday?
Yep, it's not on here, but we are gonna have a jail committee meeting at 4:15, next Wednesday. Jail.
450.
All right, anything else, Mr. Woods?
No, thank you.
Mr. Peterson?
No, sir.
Ms. Myers?
Yes, on number 2, it says Finance Committee meeting and motion to pay bills. We just need to add report in there between meeting
Okay.
and answer. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. McKnight?
Nope.
Mr. LeBeau? Mr. Cormier? Mr. Buller? Mr. Lejeune? And Mr. Prouget? All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Chadwood, second by Mr.